game. We're coming at you. Twitch and YouTube. I figured out multiple streaming. Yeah. Woo! Pardon me while I figure out the nitty-gritty. We're playing Minecraft. I've dedicated my day to building something better than Uganda. I think we'll have a blast. Alright. Enough YouTube for the moment. We might be back. Stream my beats. There you go. There's the profile. The profile is, if you're watching on YouTube, the same name as the Twitch. And vice versa. Alright, fellas. Guys, gals, they, them, pals. We're playing Minecraft. Listen to this. Look at how serene it is. We got it figured out. Oh god, it was the last time I played was 2018. 5 years ago? Dear Lord. Just a new world, huh? What a beautiful soundtrack. We must build a better Uganda, chat. The current Uganda hates the gays. I don't know all this shit. Let me make that very clear. I do want a bonus chest because I'm an absolute nerd. I'm a little baby. I need my training wheels. Cheats. Oh, I need to cheat. What the hell? We'll just run with a normal. There are 3,587 types of tropical fish. The more you know. The more you know. How's y'all's day going? I hope it's going well. Hi, Jacob. How are you? Mwah. We're building a better Uganda, because Uganda hates the gays. Are you already subscribed, Jacob? Make sure you drop a follow, my man. I gotta get Twitch affiliate so I can quit my job. During online play. Yeah, I'm a big boy. At any point, my laptop sounds like a jet engine, be advised. I'm doing pretty good, man. Just playing Minecraft on my day off before I upload some videos, a beat and a video on Uganda. How are you, man? I'm glad you're doing well. Whoa. This game's got all types of noises I wasn't ready for. Kids play this game? What the hell? Thank you for the follow, Jacob. You're sweet, man. Appreciate it. Alright, gang. Here we are in Minecraft. All I gotta say right now, the moral of the theme of the stream right now is that homophobia is gay as fuck. And then I waddled away, waddle, 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 till the very next day. It's a dog. Hey, we got an achievement. Let's go. All of the rainbow emojis. We gotta show solidarity. God damn! Look at all this. This game has evolved since I last played it. When's the last time you played Minecraft, Jacob? Oh. I see, it has branches. Made it somewhere, guys. Oh, wait, this is grass. When's the last time you played Minecraft? Let me know if I gotta adjust any of my settings. And I will do so. Let me out. You last played Minecraft 3 days ago? Avid Minecraft player, huh? I was just joking on Elden Ring last night that Uganda sucks, so I'm gonna build a better civilization. Well, we got some coal. We got some stone. We got a lot of wood. Make sure we got some meat. Make a little shack. Survive the night. What do you do in Minecraft? Like, you have a world and stuff, or what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I suppose we could settle over there. Nice and flat. Is that a pumpkin? Woo! You die a lot in this game? Trust me, I'm gonna make you feel a lot better. Ow. Ow. Is that a bumblebee? When did they add bumblebees to this game? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go frolicking with the bumblebees. Bumblebees. Hey guys. Buzz, 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 buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Ah, wonderful. That was amazing. My favorite part of the game so far. I'm sorry, Moo Moo. Okay, I had to. You know, you guys know that. I had to kill the cow. It seems like a good spot to set up shop. Birch planks sound cool. Let's get some wood, dark wood accents. Gonna need a crafting table. Mushroom stew. All right. Harvest some leather. Get my cobblestone out. It's a good foundation. Make a little humble abode real quick. Sheesh. I ran out of crafting material. That was close. I need a door. Oh, here we go. This door looks better. It's probably good we're doing this right now. The sun is going down. Whoa. Hold up. Ooh, 2 sheep so I can get some wool. Is it my first time playing Minecraft? It might as well be. I haven't played this game in years. What? Oh, it's an Enderman. I know specific things, but I'm not like good at this game. Do not get it twisted. I played Dark Souls and Elden Ring. This was mainly a joke in my chat that I committed to. We need a bed, yeah? Hey! Here we go. Hey! It's daytime. What's up, bitch? Yeah. You need a fireman. For fireman. Woo! Oh, shit! We're good. We're good, chat. False alarm. Alright. I need stairs. I hate jumping into my front door already. I need stairs. Ooh, a campfire. That's awesome. Stairs. There we go. Axe. Hey! Come on, chat. Let's sit around the campfire and sing our campfire song. Our CAMPFIRESONG song. And if you don't think that we can sing it faster, then you're wrong. But it'll help if you just sing along. Bum, bum, bum. CAMPFIRESONG song. CAMPFIRESONG. I'm sorry. Come on, look at this. You can't tell me this bowl isn't a little baller, okay? This is a good house. Potato. Unreleased song. It's SpongeBob. It is a banger. Absolute banger. I should have planted that potato. Fuck! Hindsight 2020. I wonder. I do have a song that I could show you. I don't know if the FL Studio will show up properly. Do you guys want to see if we can sneak preview an unreleased song of mine, chat? I feel like I need a sword. Cover of the best day ever.
Well, the sun came up and he smiled at me. He said it's gonna be a good one, just wait and see. Jumped out of bed and there I go again, feeling so excited, extradified. It's the best day ever.
Yeah, my neighbors love me. let's go. Oh shit, I forgot. Let's find out real quick, right? Let me see. You chat, tell me if you can hear FL Studio when it pops up, okay? You guys let me know. We're breaking a mold from Minecraft real quick. You two can preview the unreleased Riz. When the sun came and he smiled at me, he said it's gonna be a good one, just wait and see. You guys ready to see how much unreleased fucking shit I have in my laptop? I don't think you're ready. I'm serious. Oh god, it's so much. Oh god. What was it called again? It is Life is Hard Then You Die. It's a lot. I'm sorry. Let me know if you guys can hear FL Studio in a second. A lot of Cornhub. Yeah, it's. What if Cornhub was like big titty bitches in overalls on combine harvesters? Like that's what Cornhub was. I think that'd be pretty gnarly. These projects take a second to load. Hold up. Break the mold real quick. Oh, ready? Oh my god. It's picking up my vocal. There we go. Stop it, step bro. You can't hear it, can you? No. Stop it, Step Bro. That's upsetting. I guess I can't show you this. We're gonna divert. Let me see. Hold up. Upsetting. Let's see what I can do real quick. You guys wanted that unreleased song. Oh my god. Can't hear it, can you? No. I wonder. Let's do this real quick then. I know how to get around it. We're gonna hack into the mainframe, chat. We're hacking and downloading the nuke, downloading the launch codes. Putting on the hacker man glasses. We're getting into the mainframe. All right. We'll close that. We'll close this. Right. All right. We're getting there, chat. So much. There it is. Please, dear God, please tell me you can hear this. If you can't hear this, I'm out of options. I don't know anymore. Meanwhile, my house in Minecraft is burning to the ground. Enjoy.
They can pop it, they can lock it, but they don't feel like you do. They can hold me, they can kiss me, but that love don't feel like you. I don't wanna, I don't need her. I keep coming back to you like that poison's in my veins, and it has been for many moons. Full with pockets, pump your bow bitches to pop up for the views. Loneliness, part of my process, solitude to me. Oh, I got options on my menu, yet I still refuse to choose. Cause if all she got is pussy, who the fuck be getting used? New women, they bring new problems. She know me, I try and solve them. They run it right in and out my spot. My front door is revolving. I'm an empath, you should've listened. Your words and actions been different. The subtle signs and body lines that instigate my inference. My Call of Duty,
it's the Rizzler.
She can't go the distance when prior pretty still love me loud like loaded V8 pistons. A title, confidential. She adept to my credentials. She loved me just like Michelle before Barack was presidential. She can pop it, she can lock it. Goddamn, but she don't feel like you do. They can hold me, they can kiss me. Nah, babe, they don't love like you. They can pop it, they can lock it, but they don't feel like you do. They can hold me, they can kiss me, but that love don't feel like you. I don't wanna, I don't need her. I keep coming back to you like that poison's in my veins, and it has been for many moons.
Sheesh! It's the Rizzler.
That's enough. All right. Let's make sure our Uganda 2.0 is not in shambles. Oh, shit! I'm sorry, the campfire actually made me think my house was on fire. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, chat. Back to Rizzling. Inject that pure Riz right into your veins. Absolutely.
It is I, the Rizzler!
Alright. What the fuck do we need to do? Minecraft has like no objectives, and I'm a dumb fucking baby, so. That's our spot. The top right corner. So I guess we fill out the map then. We should cook some of this meat. I need cobblestone for a furnace. I know how to play this game. I know what I'm doing. Chat. I don't know what I'm doing. Please help me.
It is I, the Rizzler!
We need to get that URL for Cornhub. Seriously, though. Like, new stock investment idea is Cornhub. A Pornhub site specifically dedicated to farmers and farmer-related kinks and interests. The people need... A llama! Oh my god! What's up, you dorky looking fuck? Holy shit. Oh, the music is back, chat. The music is back.
Oh yes. Goon Lagoon. Bikini Bottom.
I don't know why it fits so well in my head.
Ah!
It's all good. We're all good. Pumpkins. Why is the music gone already? I don't think I respected it properly. I think that's why the music is gone, chat. I'm sorry. It's my fault. Get off my pumpkins, you fucking ungrateful horse! I don't know how to act.
Oh yes. Bikini Bottom.
I'm trying to figure out when I transition from doing this to the politics on Uganda, because this Minecraft stream is primarily about Uganda being a piece of shit. Hey, Moo, Papa needs a new pair of boots. All right. Flowers, pretty. Yeah, Uganda and gay people, exactly.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Look at it. It looks like a boat. My house looks like a fucking boat. I got enough for a furnace, right? Okay. What the fuck is that? A smoker? What? I don't know what the fuck this does, but I'm in. I'll make one. Yo. That's where I smoke meats. Oh shit. It cooks food faster? See, this is why I need you here, Jacob. Oh my god, it does cook food so goddamn fast. Yo, Mary, welcome to the Minecraft Uganda 2.0 stream. Where we hate Uganda and we build back better. You missed the Riz preview. You missed the sneak peek at the Rizzler. Fuck! We can pull up the sauce again. We can pull up the sauce. I could show you a different song actually. I actually have one more that's also in production. It's nighttime anyways. I can hide in my boat. My humble abode. Eat my din din. Show chat some music. Hey Moo Moo, you can come in. Papa needs a new pair of shoes. Come on. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's right, bitch. Get on the fire. Nah. Keep your bitch ass out. This is because of you. You did this. You. Shut your bitch ass up. Get out of my house. Uh-oh. Be gone, thought. Get out of my fucking house. Oh my god. What the fuck? This is my house. What? Sheeps. Assemble. Battle formation. Oh yes, everything was calm in Uganda.
You guys can't come in. Ah! I'm sorry. Sorry, chat. Ah, no, let me go to fucking sleep, man. I want to go to bed. Fuck you. Oh, shit. No! We can stay in the fucking hole.
tactics. We build back stronger. We build back better, chat. Nothing stops the Ugandan pride. Fuck you. Fucking can't stand you people. God damn it. Is he dying on the fire? Like an idiot? Hey, idiot! Oh shit! I don't have enough hearts for this. I've made a grave mistake coming out here. No! Ah! Stay the fuck out of my house! Chat, I'm sorry for your eardrums. Anyways, I think we're safe. Time to pull up some Riz, right? Don't worry, chat. So this is what you just missed, Mary. We're going back to vibing once more. Wow.
They can pop it, they can lock it, but they don't feel like you do. They can hold me, they can kiss me, but that love don't feel like you. I don't wanna, I don't need her. I keep coming back to you like that poison's in my veins, and it has been for many moons. Full with pockets, prompt your poor bitches to pop up for the views. Loneliness, part of my process, solitude to me old news. I got options on my menu, yet I still refuse to choose. Cause if all she got is pussy, who the fuck be getting used? New women, they bring new problems. She know me, I try and solve them. They run it right in and out my spot. My front door is revolving. I'm an empath, you should've listened. Your words and actions been different. The subtle signs and body lines that instigate my inference. My Call of Duty left sticking. I know she can't go the distance. When prior pretty still love me loud like loaded V8 pistons. A title, confidential.
I'm the Rizzler.
She loved me just like Michelle before Barack was presidential. She can pop it, she can lock it. Goddamn, but she don't feel like you do. They can hold me, they can kiss me. Nah, babe, they don't love like you. They can pop it, they can lock it, but they don't feel like you do. They can hold me, they can kiss me, but that love don't feel like you. I don't wanna, I don't need her. I keep coming back to you like that poison's in my veins, and it has been for many moons.
Was that it, or was that it? That's straight vibing, right? We got that one. And this was the other one I was going to show you while you guys were in chat. I know it was nutty. Absolutely nutty. Shouldn't it be at the top? Yeah, 20 bills. Here it goes. Listen to this fucking banger.
Drop off to the faction, got a hot tamale Rari that I whip with no distractions. The backseat got a mob, you could tell from all the clapping. Girl, bad habits die hard, get tapped in all the action. Louis V belt, so I'm dripping with the fashion. 3 bills, first feature, bitch, you think I'm about to cash it? Audi R8, slipping, sliding, and it's dashing. Girl, Chanel rings on just to match up with the hoodie. Pussy boy capping, but his sister got the pussy. Said you ain't about my pimpin', so why you stuck looking? Talk big, get baked, you a chocolate chip cookie. I'm a king with a queens, you still mopping with a bills. I got 20 bills. I got motherfucking 20 bills. I got 20 bills flying, girl. I use them like my napkins. Mountain in the hills when I drop off to the faction. Got a hot tamale Rari that I whip with no distractions. The backseat got a mob. You could tell from all the clapping, girl.
I am Riz! Yeah, she break a back, bitch, but do she get degrees?
I can't have no conversation if she speaking broken knees. Chad Baker with the weed. I be talking to my trees. Just let me sit back and appreciate the wheeze.
Yeah!
That's all we got right now. That's all the vocals.
All right, back to Uganda. Here we go! Ben.
All right.
Scully! What is your problem, my man?
He's tired. Scully's tired.
Come on, man. You can't slouch on the job. Yeah, she break a bag, bitch, but do she get degrees? I can't have no conversation if she speaking broken knees. Chad Baker with the weed. I be talking to my trees. There we go.
I am fighting his brethren. That is true. All right. Put on my Rizzler glasses.
I'm the Rizzler. I am Riz. Pussy. Oh, God.
Guys, I don't like this game. I don't like this game at all. Uganda had it rough.
Come away from my house. Ah, I knew it was behind me.
This is normal difficulty. Oh my god, I have more shit outside.
I will... Scully! Talk to him! This guy's an asshole. Live by the arrow, die by the arrow, you fucking... You're so good at shooting! Fuck you! They're so strong. Skeletons are ridiculous, man. No! Oh my god! Guys, you saw that. He should be dead. Give me my shit. Fuck you. I don't like you guys. Move out of my way. Move. I just want to take a nap. You guys suck to be around. Stay out of the fire, you stupid pigs. My neighbors, yeah. Let me sleep in my wet marshmallow-looking bed. I hate all of you guys. Now they won't die in the morning, right? I look ridiculous, but I kind of fuck with it. Sometimes you realize it's just you
and the flimsy birch walls you built around you, separating you from the monsters outside. And even though rain pours in from above and you're drowning, you're up to your neck in water and debris, it's still better being on the inside than the out.
That was perfect timing! Why don't I have a roof? Dramatic effect. That's it. That's why I don't have a roof. I'm the Rizzler, King of Uganda.
Who knew this is what Riz could look like? I really should have built a sword, huh? What am I missing? Stick? I make stick. Sorry, chat.
That's my dirt. Unhand my dirt, you heathen.
Hey, I got an achievement. Can I make armor now?
Daddy got a new pair of boots.
What, cause I killed the chicken? Yes, you can make a request. What is the request? I am open to listening to my people of Uganda. A pet chicken? Yeah, I could do that. Don't you need like a lasso? Ooh, a fishing rod might work.
Pet chicken it is. I give my people what they want. Reagan smash.
All right. Oh. Wasn't that fucking handy, eh? Or seed? You give them seed? That's weird. I don't want to fuck a chicken.
Hey, buddy. Daddy needs a new hat.
Don't tell me no.
Hey, yo!
Come on. Chicken! Wait. You said I need seed, right?
Chicken, mister. Chicken. Follow daddy. Come on. Back to the crib. Come on. Let's go. Oh, shit. Come on, buddies. Chickens. Follow daddy. No. Come on. Let's go. There will be more things for you at the cribbo. No. Hey, you. Don't get lost on what's ahead. Keep your eye on the prize, okay? Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Pet chicken. Come on, chicken. Up into the house. Come on. Come on. Okay. Stay there now. I'm gonna close you in now. No escape. No escape for chickens. Chickens must stay. How am I gonna get my smoker? We got a little bit of an unorthodox building situation here, y'all. We're gonna have to do a little home improvement. All right, I'll be back. Daddy will be back. You guys enjoy. There we go. This house literally looks like a tumor. I am the Michelangelo of Minecraft houses. And I got fucking tenants. What's going on, gang? I give my people fancy houses and 2 chickens. Culture and poultry. Huzzah! We're already better than Uganda, guys. You can be gay, have 2 chickens, and a tumor house. Better than Uganda. Alright, what's next step, chat? What do we do next? We got the chickens. What do we need to do, actually? We should make the... Huzzah! Huzzah! Daddy needs a shirt. Maybe we should explore south. What the hell? This game is so pretty for being like 64 bits. Mary, I'm surprised. My laptop doesn't sound like a jet.
It's actually doing okay. And I'm streaming to YouTube as well. I know, right? Once I deleted my 2 terabytes of horsecock furry porn, I didn't have any performance problems anymore. Who would have guessed? On a laptop. Shit, you not on a laptop. I mean, look. I can't. I don't want to fuck up the webcam. On my laptop. Ta-da! Want to see something cool my laptop can do? Woo! Woo! Say you back with proper. Holy! Muriel. All right. Yeah, it is an HPMV. How could you tell from just fucking me bending it over? We gotta bestow the Riz on the Scully real quick. It's incredibly impressive. You just knew the laptop. You had the same laptop from flipping it upside down or flipping it? Yeah. When I bought it, I was like, this is definitely a selling factor. What point do we look up what Uganda's done? We'll finish this out real quick. Let's get back to the casa. This will be my little fishing pond. Ooh, a cave, too. Oh, there's a lot more than the cave. Oh, God. Oh, for sure, Uganda's got its priorities all wrong. But we're going to get to the bottom of why it is the way it is. And that's going to shock people. Jump. Intrusive thoughts. Yo! My man! Why are you stealing my drip, homie? Oh, shit! They got shooters out here, my guy! Yeah! You better get inside! Chickens! Knock! Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Is it because of white people? In short, Mary? Yeah, it is, actually. It is. White evangelicals. We'll put on my beats really low in the background. We're gonna look up Uganda's new laws. YouTube can't copyright me for shit I own. Ah, yes. Human Rights Watch. That sounds cool, right? Uganda Parliament passes extreme anti-LGBT bill. Yesterday, Ugandan lawmakers approved new legislation that entrenches the criminalization of same-sex conduct. It also creates new offenses that will curtail any activism on lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender issues and eradicate LGBT people from any form of social engagement in Uganda. The 2023 Anti-Homosexuality Bill.
It doesn't get more bold-faced than that.
Confirms an already existing punishment of life imprisonment for same-sex conduct, while also increasing the 10 years the prison sentence for an attempt at same-sex conduct. Attempted gay shit is 10 years in prison in Uganda. The bill calls it aggravated homosexuality. Doesn't like everything involved in like sexual engagement usually aggravated? Made more serious by attendant circumstances? Yeah, come on. I mean, this is... Okay. Aggravated homosexuality. It calls for the death penalty in certain circumstances, including serial offenders. For anyone having same-sex relations with a person with a disability, therefore automatically denying the person with abilities the capacity to consent to sex. So it's got a little eugenics sprinkled in. It's got a little eugenics sprinkled in. How wonderful. The bill also outlaws the promotion of homosexuality, effectively instituting a system of complete censorship of LGBT issues.
Isn't this so good? Isn't Uganda awful?
Let's look up the poverty rate in Uganda. Oh, 9 out of every 10 people live in poverty. Interesting. The 90% or 30% of the population live below the poverty line. $1.77 per person per day. All right. Oh. Malaria is an endemic in 95% of the people in Uganda. Yeah. Poverty and malaria, but what we really need to tackle are the gays. What's the #1 killer in Uganda? Neonatal disorders. So what's the birth rate looking like? Not good. Not good at all. .81. At least the life expectancy is going up. Jesus Christ. The economic freedom is 51.4, making it the 143rd freest economy. 34th out of 47 countries in sub-Saharan Africa. It's overall below the average world.
almost half of Uganda's population is under 15. Is that, are they serious? Do they have like a birth bubble? Interesting. So there's HIV/AIDS awareness targeting sexual practices of wealthy individuals and those with primary level education attainment, together with improving educational attainment and addressing contextual factors influencing the vulnerability to the infection. Are necessary strategies to reduce the HIV infections in Uganda. Wouldn't that mean that the people who aren't stuck working all the time, so like the more affluent people in Uganda, are more prone to contracting HIV, i.e. like doing the homosexual activities that they've recently outlawed? It makes more sense. Like, they have more time on their hands. Wealth status is linked to HIV infections through complex pathways. The first link through the income effect that may be the opposite direction. People with high incomes tend to lead lifestyles associated with an increased number of sexual partners, which increases their vulnerability to HIV. While those with low income may be unable to access HIV services, also leading to increased vulnerability. Poverty makes people vulnerable to HIV in diverse ways, including dropping out of school, marrying early, loss of livelihood, and being homeless due to replacement by war, all of which have been linked to increased HIV vulnerability. Okay, so the bell curve is inverted. Okay, that makes sense. The education HIV evidence is also mixed. Some studies indicate that it is negatively associated with HIV, while others report a positive association. There are some convincing arguments in support of the former. For example, education may be associated with HIV infections through schooling. Schooling keeps young people away from environments which would increase their vulnerability to the infection and inspires students to develop long-term goals. These contribute to delaying sex, which makes young people avoid the infection. Higher educational attainment defined by these also acknowledge which individuals use to avoid infection and provides employment, enhancing the capacity for people to act on the plans to reduce vulnerability. There's so much going on, eh? So it said there's a war. Does Uganda currently have a war going on? This is how much I don't know. Ugandan riot police surround veteran Ugandan opposition leader Kizza Besigye, his vehicle during a protest against soaring consumer prices. First of all, sick camo. That's sick. That camo was dope. Authorities in Uganda the previous year failed to hold security forces accountable for serious human rights abuses. Oh, the authorities not holding people accountable for human rights violations? Who could have seen it coming? It's almost like they just passed legislation that is incredibly inhumane in itself. Are we following along, chat? This is crazy. Suicide bombings in 2021? Oh my god. Oh, they don't like journalism. Wow, they went in and raided the offices of Digitalk, an online television station. Arrested 9 people. The charges resulted of sharing excerpts from, I'm not going to say that, 2 books that are critical of the president. Wow, Uganda's doing great. I'm new to this. Well, all I can say is Uganda, this is exactly why we're in Minecraft right now, building a better society. Non-governmental organizations indefinitely suspended 54 civil society groups, including Chapter 4 on range grounds, including allegedly operating with expired permits. The Bureau accused Chapter 4 of failing to file annual returns and audited books of accounts. The president announced the restoration of the Democratic Governance Facility, an EU fund for non-governmental organizations, on the condition that the government is included in its decision-making on the disbursement of funds to Ugandan organizations. The president suspended the fund in 2021. Oh my god, if you wonder what corruption looks like, ladies and gentlemen, look at the Ugandan government. Who is this guy? Who is this president? Quote unquote. President Museveni. He's a Ugandan politician and retired senior military officer who's been the 9th and current president since January 26th. He's been president for over fucking 30 years, almost 40 years? What the fuck? They scrapped presidential term limits in 2005 and the presidential age limit in 2017. Also, this guy wouldn't have to stop being anything. He's described as, from scholars, as competitive authoritarianism or illiberal democracy. Press has been under the authority of the government. None of Uganda's elections for the last 30 years have been found to be free and transparent. On 16th January 2021, Museveni was re-elected for his 6th term with a 58.6% of the vote, despite many videos and reports showing ballot boxes stuffing, over 400 polling stations with 100% turnout rate, and human violations. Museveni has recently insisted on retiring. According to the presidential advisor, Museveni does not want to preside at 82 years of age. You thought Joe Biden was fucking old. You thought Joe Biden was fucking old. All right. Jesus Christ. As of 2022, after 36 years of authoritarian rule, Uganda is ranked 166th in GDP per capita and 167th by the Human Development Index. Oh my God. That's not good, guys. That is not good. All right, chat. Back to Minecraft. We learned a little. We're going to go back to Minecraft now, yeah? Sound good? Sounds good to me. Ta-da. Someone's at my door. Hold up. I'll be right back.
It's a landscaper. I got dirty yard. Hold up, y'all. All right, chat. Sorry about that. It's my landscaper Francisco looking to see if he had any work to do today. I do not have any money for that. We're gonna have to pay Francisco next week. I left my controller out there. Son of a bitch! Bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. Excuse me. Oh my god. We back. Sorry, chat. Ooh-wee. Did my controller disconnect? Uh-oh. Everything's falling apart. Uh-oh. It says it's connected. You lie, you lie, you lie. Oh, here we go. It let me do the other shit, but it's not letting me play the game. I can't play with my touchpad. That's not the way to live this life. Let's see if we can save and quit and come back in. Whee! Minecraft is not working all of a sudden. I mean, look at this. I'm controlling all of this without... First of all, this is a great soundtrack. Alright. We'll do this real quick. Look at it, it's you guys. Oh my goodness. Look at it, it's all you guys. Wow. Oh my goodness. Poor Uganda. I feel really bad. Stream my beats. Look at all these cool beats. You got plenty of beats. Nobody talking. New beat right here. Look at, yo. It me. Hi. Look at, come on. It's a cool beat. Come on. Look at the pretty airplane. All right. Enough beat. All right. Gotta open up Minecraft again. I made it. I'm in a Christoph King stream chat section. I'm on the big screen, ma. Oh. There we go. My controller's working again. Uganda 2. This is a great soundtrack. It's so good. Woo! We back. Thanks for the aid, chicken. So what the fuck should we do? I'm so lost. Back to the watering hole? Back to the watering hole! Woo! Ah! Yeah. We back. I don't even have a pickaxe. God damn it. Why am I so bad at this game? Is Uganda known for its gem mines? You know, that's a good fucking question. I should get to know what it's known for. Ooh, Mary, did you learn how to make thumbnails at all? Cuz I'm going to need a thumbnail for that Uganda video. If so, we need to send kids to the mine, if so? I think so. Kids love the mines. Mine the diamonds. Ooh, you right, you right. You hella right. Oh, there's that ravine. We going in a cave? We're going in a cave today. The children yearn for the mines. Little do they know how much they love the mines. What the fuck is that? What is this? This is a new material, copper? What the fuck do I do with copper? I need some like really educated like Minecraft players in chat. I don't know fucking shit about this game. You teach me how to play Minecraft and I'll teach you about the world. It's a fair exchange. Give me your skin! I need your skin! Thank you. That's right. That's right. Get out of here. Where the fuck do I go? Where do I go? Where is that hole in the ground? God damn it. You're learning Adobe Express? Hell yeah. When this YouTube gets lucrative, I'll break you off a $5 and then a $10 and then a $20. She. I'll pay you money. I just gotta make money first. Ow. Hey, the software is free. That's free profit for you. Is this the hole? God damn it. You know how hard it is to not instinctively kill the fucking chickens? You know how hard it is to not murder these chickens? I do it for you, chat. I know you guys like the chickie boys, so I don't hurt them. It's getting dark. Chat, we're gonna have to go back home. We'll find the mine in the morning. Look at how close the house is. More eggs? Thanks, guys. That would be a great thumbnail. I will download the VOD from last night and I will find my favorite clips and I'll edit the video. That'd be a great thumbnail. Oh, and Uganda. Well, Uganda will be with this Minecraft stream, and then I'm gonna upload another Bigots Will Be Bullied today. I have to record it eventually about Uganda. That's why we're doing that little research on top of the Minecraft playthrough. I deadass need to find out where the fuck that ravine was again. Uganda Minecraft chicken sick beats. We're just gonna type in buzzwords into Adobe Express and just rock with what you get. Here's it. Is this it? Oh, there's no way. I don't have enough oxygen for this. Nope. Gotta go. That's fucking disappointing. I just want to mine. I want to mine stuff. I want to find some iron. Some iron ore. Everything over here is filled with water, man. This sucks. This fucking sucks. What are the fucking aliens coming? What was that? Yo, look at all this. Hello? Whoa, I'm going in. Chat. I regret falling. Yeah, this is a little spooky, okay? I'm a little spooked. But there's bounties in here. There's things to be had. Ah! From where? Oh, I see you, bitch. God, there's so many mobs in here. Holy fucking shit. I just want some iron! What is that? Moss? Moss. God damn it. I thought that was ore. I'm sorry. Who is that bitch in the hat? Is that a witch? What do those do? I've not played this game when they put those in this game, guys. Oh my god. I might have put myself in over my head, eh? Ooh, lava. Pretty. Look at this. Iron! We gotta get down there. Chat. Chat, I have ideas.
All this for a couple blocks of iron. All of this. Oh, my sword's broken. I forgot I left my crafting table up there personally. I'd rather you just blow up over there, please. Hell yeah. It's all working out. It's all fine. We're fine. Iron. We're fine. God damn it. Fucking skeletons. Scully, I fucking hate your kind. The fuck away from me. Oh no. Oh no, chat. Oh God. Oh no. Fuck you guys. I'm out of here. Goodbye. Daylight! We've made it! Let's do this so I can go back down the pillar. When I'm more prepared. Not right now. Obviously, we're trash. We can't do that right now. I don't know what we found, but it was terrifying. We didn't even get any iron. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh god. Good night. Goodbye. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. This way. Come on. Thank you. Going back inside my house.
back inside my house. That place was too scary. Too scary. Whoa! You hear that? That was wild. Oh my god. Oh. That place was wild. That whole ravine situation. Oh my goodness. What are we naming the chickens, chat? What do we name the chickens? We got 2. They don't even have names. They're residents in my house. I don't know what I want to name them, guys. You guys are funny. Buck, 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 buck. Buck, buck, buck. Can use a door as fuel, huh? Can you still do that? They take all the good things out of this game. Oh, you can do it in the furnace. Okay, cool. Rack your brains, chat. We need names for these pretty chickens. Hey, pop out an egg. Thank you. Huh? Yes, I'm cooking meat in front of you. What do you want from me? You guys aren't going in the furnace. I've got a social contract with chat. No chickens will be killed on this stream. Lieutenant Nugget and Colonel Sanders. They're part of my chicken army. All right. We'll rock with that. I can deal with that. What is the copper for? Can somebody please help me out? A lightning rod? A lightning rod? Seriously? That's it? I could just have lightning strike near my house? That's cool, I guess. If I want to get fucking electrocuted. What is all of this shit? Chat, I am so... I'm beyond my pay grade. I don't know what any of this is. Ooh, bone meal. Oh, cobblestone wall. That'd be good, right? Good for keeping all the mobs out. Did I put this there? Yeah, I did. Because that was how I got on the... You guys see that guy, right? Oh, you can assume their genders. They're my chickens. Nice.
Yeah. Lieutenant Nugget, Colonel Sanders. This is your station.
There we go. No more baddies. Another chicken egg, huh? Ooh, gross burp. Nah, yucky. Bad. Ew.
Yucky! Oh my god! It was so gross! Alright.
I cannot lie, chat. I think I have exhausted my patience with Minecraft for the day. I'm going to probably either switch over to playing some Dark Souls, or maybe, just maybe, a different game. Honestly, I don't know. I could record that video, post a beat, and then go back to streaming. Oh shit, I just got an achievement for eating a pork chop. Uganda 2 is by far already better than anything else. Look, I have no friends. That's great, right? No friends. That wasn't apparent. I got 5 on it. Smoking on that endo weed. I got 5 on it. All right. Look at it's us. Again. Ah. I know. Chat. I love you, chat. All right, what do we... We can watch some YouTube videos. You guys want to do that? You guys like the Jubilee videos? I'll have to cut it in 2 segments when I upload the fucking VOD, but... YouTube? Alright. We'll do that then. Let me change the title then. All right. I'm sorry, what? 6 women who have orgasmed versus 1 fake? Who's not British? I will not subject you to that. If white men were 100% honest, all right, you know what? As a white man, I'm giving my professional opinion.
We brought together 7 strangers, protected their identities, and created a space for them to be completely honest. What will be revealed when they take the mask off?
Percocet?
Everyone
Molly
is
Percocet?
racist,
Whoa.
including me.
I'm not, like, nobody wants to think of themselves as racist, and I don't think that I'm racist in the way that I think we think about racism, but I think I took the question as these, like, inherent biases that everybody has, and I think most of the time, most people are not aware of them.
It's weird. I think there's like this new generational divide of like, you are a racist or you said a racist thing. And I don't know where the line is. You might say something a little racist or
Well, when they say everyone is racist, including me, the word racist means that you believe that there's inherently a difference in superiority between your race and another, or stereotyping people based off of race. So, like racial essentialism. But is racial essentialism racist? I guess so, if you're like attributing certain characteristics and a negative connotation to other people. But like, is it now this is purely hypothetical, but like, is it racist to say like Asian people are good at math? Is it because it's just like you're basing that category off of like their racial essentialism, or is it not racist because it's not a negative connotation? It's one of those things where it's like, but then are you saying someone isn't Asian if they're not good at math? Like, I feel like there's so much that goes into it. I don't agree with this question. I don't think everybody is racist. I think if you like put someone out in the forest and they've never ever encountered anybody from an opposite race, and then they meet another person, they'll probably be like, hey person, you look a little different, but hello. You know, obviously racism is something that's taught. It's not inherently learned. It's taught or experienced, and their brain comes to that conclusion on an essentialist term. So I think I disagree.
or something you don't see as racist, someone calls you out and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, apologize. And if you argue that point against them, then I would say you're a racist. But if you understand, or you come to understanding, you learn, everyone should be able to forgive that person and be like, no, you made a mistake. People make mistakes. I don't know. I feel like it's a binary. Yeah.
I think a really important thing that kind of is tough with cancel culture right now is that road to redemption. And so after you've said something wrong, how do you make yourself right again in the public sphere? At least personally, I feel like I don't see that a lot with cancel culture. Is if someone makes amends, there's now an acceptance like, hey, you did something wrong, but you're okay now, or at least better.
I think social media kind of incentivizes against redemption, and I feel like it's just outrage. And I do think people do like the rush of anger. I don't think people.
Yeah, that's really agreeable. People do not like the concept of rehabilitation.
I guess just kind of disagree with the idea of racism as a binary. It kind of goes back to that like really old meme where like Skipper says like, we did it, Mrs. Obama, racism is over. The idea of
I've stopped racism.
Their racism in the sense that like I think the redemption that our society is calling for is impossible. It's almost like you need to like write a check every time you make a racism, and like that will absolve you of your thing. Where I think like what we should be doing is like the idea of growth towards a better understanding.
I have struggled with my sexuality.
Oh, I need my remote control so that I can make the light when I agree or disagree. Oh my God, where's my controller?
I didn't connect to gay culture at all, and I was like, I'm either straight or gay. It can't be another one. So I very consciously put myself in the closet, and I didn't feel confidence to like be my own person. Obviously in high school, and slowly but surely
God damn it! I don't know where my controller is.
Talked about my experience and stuff, but people come out of the closet. That's
ADHD, man. I'm losing shit all over the place.
The first step is like really kind of like acknowledging it and like loving yourself. And that was the hardest part for me. And I'm pretty good now. I'm happy and bi.
Now very comfortable with my sexuality, and I know it's a spectrum, but I think I'm for the most part straight. I struggled with depression for a long time, and I think one of the side effects of that for me
Well,
was
heck.
I fell into an eating disorder, and I got really skinny, and because I was struggling with an eating disorder,
This is why you need to just let people be the way they are, because I mean, this societal acceptance obviously gives people other grievances when they live their life.
I ask myself, why did you associate that one with the other? And I think it was because it's just not largely talked about with straight men that we can still struggle with mental health and eating disorders.
That's toxic masculinity.
Somebody might say,
That's the patriarchy at work there. You're not allowed to talk about it because the society you live in says you have to be strong and silent.
My mom kind of laughed and she's like, "Oh, boys don't have crushes on boys." And I was like, "Cool, got it, awesome." Just put that in the back of my mind. And I'm still working with like the idea that if I have a crush on a man, that's not inherently disgusting, because what's more disgusting than a man wanting you? Or like you said, like connecting to the gay community, unless you fit like it seems the tiniest of boxes, is really hard. And even now, like I went out last night and I had somebody that I kind of like caught my eye, but I had no idea how to approach that. It's like everybody else got like a manual and like 17 easy steps to not have social anxiety when in the club. And I'm just like, I guess I was sick that day. I didn't get that class. I didn't sign up for it on
I didn't get that class. Oh my god. Chat, my remote is right here.
I went up to a guy and said, "You're so handsome." And
I
was
found
like,
it.
Oh my god, that sounds like I'm a
God damn it.
woman. Yeah, they're like, "You're so handsome."
it's one of those things where it's like, oh,
First of all, calling a man handsome is like so nice. Like men will keep that in their mind for forever. My light is blue because thankfully, I have had very nice and open-minded parents who did not care what I was, and I had the aura of accepting nature around me. Not saying that results in the way I was, but it prevented the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
like, okay, but then what do you say?
These people have had other factors in their lives and met people in society.
Have you ever been confused by consent before?
Yep.
There have been instances where, in terms of friends,
Yeah.
relationships, whatever, I can go too far because I misinterpreted consent, and just because people.
My take on this is, one, I'm in Arizona. No one ever teaches you sex ed, right? So growing up, you're kind of just winging it. And being a man, you're never taught, like, hey, people have to ask you before they do things. I was surrounded by, like, church-going people and people who would always want to touch you and engage with you. And I never had the right to say, oh, no, don't hug me. It was like they would just hug me. To this day, I don't really care for hugs. I don't like hugs. I don't like the concept of hugs. Like, I'll hug people that I love, but like I always, like, you can ask my girlfriend, I'm standoffish. When she like asks for a hug, I have to like tell myself, like, do I want this? Yes, I do. And then I go in for the hug. Like something like that, something as simple as you need to ask to hug somebody has this trickle down effect where it's not the absence of a no, but the presence of a yes that dictates consent. And it's not taught to you. You're not taught this in school where it's like, hey, your body is your right. You have the ability to control what you do with it, what happens with it, and your interactions with other people. It blurs the line of consent in a way that it doesn't make it easy, especially, in more sexual encounters where you get taught that if you're not doing this whole game, this whole charade with a woman, and you bring her back and tell her like, oh, can we do this? Do you want to do that? You almost get told in like a heterosexual sense that that's going to break the romanticism. That's going to break the mood. But like, it doesn't make any logical sense. Cause like, if you ask a girl when you guys are getting hot and heavy, obviously, and you're like, hey, do you want to fuck? And they say yes. Like, that just makes you like bricked up square. They put an exponent on the erection.
I think it's the fear of rejection because you're entering a situation where people have the ability to turn something down, turn your advances down. You don't get taught how to deal with rejection. You think that rejection means you can't participate in what you were doing. You know, it's not a good culture.
People seem comfortable with something, you kind of go along with it.
Yeah, I think the reason I said yes was just thinking very specifically about situations where both of us have been really drunk.
Under the influence too, can you truly
It's not
make
one
educated
person sober
decisions
and
under
the
the influence, you know?
drunk person saying yes, but if you're both drunk and both consenting and into it in the moment, and then the next day, like I've had like neither of us really consented. Is anybody in the wrong here? You know, and so that's kind of what I thought of when I heard I've been confused about consent. It's not as much in the moment, but after the fact in that scenario.
Jack, that situation is pretty scary because you interpret it one way, and if someone was hurt and you didn't mean to do that, and you didn't take the precautions for that, you're still at fault, and that sucks. And I'm not saying that's your situation.
Yeah.
That's like that's the kind of world we live in, where we can really get in trouble sometimes, even when we
Yeah,
don't mean to hurt.
it's a sensitive situation.
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing about consent is it's not always just like this guy being like, oh, come on, like, you know.
Yeah, there
there's
should be
such a
no
fine line.
coercive
There's
tactics
so
when
many gray
attached to
areas.
consent.
It's really important to have those conversations.
No
because,
coercion,
yeah,
that's
there
bad.
can be so many different scenarios that are still non-consensual. So
Women have more power than me.
Yeah, I definitely don't think women have more power, and I think some people might think that just because you're seeing a growing
Incel
relative power
activities.
that, some men might not be used to. Now that women are kind of getting closer to being equal to some people that might feel like they're getting more power and they might be more powerful. And so I can understand why someone might, perceive that as relative, but absolutely I don't agree that like women have more power. I think we're getting closer to equality at this point where it's a work in progress.
I don't know. It's like a yes and no question. I was harassed by a superior who was a woman at a previous job, like repeatedly harassed. I reported it to my boss, who was a white male, and he just laughed it off and said, toughen up, Buttercup. When women are harassed, I think if I was a woman and I reported harassment, especially right now with Me Too and everything, CEO would see a huge red flag, a huge possible controversy, and like I know there's definitely ways when that isn't true, but for me it was just like we don't care.
Which
You're
is
a man,
bad.
Toughen up. Like,
That's
I don't give a
also,
shit. Like
but that's a
she's a
male
woman.
mentality.
She
That
can't
happens because of
harass you.
men,
And,
not because of women. It's.
it was really hard. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man.
And I was really scared, and like if I didn't have some good women in my life and some good people, I wouldn't have taken action. I would have just toughened up, and I would have let it kill me inside.
sorry that happened. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I've had fantasies.
Trigger warning, chat. Trigger warning.
Oh, okay. So I said yes because like I can't think of a specific time, but like I believe I have at one point. It's more like role playing under very strict guidelines and with the understanding that my partner will stop if I ever get too uncomfortable. In terms of like fantasizing about actually doing the very illegal and immoral act, no. But I think, like role playing or even like the fiction you read or even like to a certain extent, as long as it's ethically made, porn, like it's exploring that healthily, I think is valid. And it's something that I think I have done in the past.
At least he's honest about his kinks. He's
porn, but like personally, no. Like it freaks me out.
Yeah, it is a touchy thing that I don't know if I could get my rocks off too. You know what I'm saying?
Or a woman. That's more in porn than like in real life. I feel like I'd be freaked out in real life if that happened. But
yeah.
In this situation where you're doing this, like with your partner that you stated, are you the person that is receiving this idea? You're saying, am I playing the role of the assailant or the victim? Yeah. Okay. The role I am playing would be that of the assailant. In that. Okay. and my partner would be the victim. Due to like social anxiety and like just a lot of things that keep me like a more like docile and submissive person, I like exploring a more dominant side via power dynamics in a safe environment, obviously.
When you're assaulted, like sexually assaulted, you don't have a choice in the matter, but when you are role playing it, you can say, you know, like a safe word, and that kind of, you have the control. But when it's robbed from, that control's robbed from you, it, you know, it messes with you. I think that's the distinction with the role play.
I feel like we kind of have a misunderstanding here. I at least think that it's really insensitive, at least, to be doing these role plays because you will never be able to feel what these people feel, and like it kind of it's off shifting to know that that's something desired. You know,
I understand that, and like I said, it is something like obvious. I've never experienced it, and so my fantasy kind of might come from like a position of privilege, and I think that's why I'd like to explore it in a healthy way to figure out like why exactly I feel that way. And I understand like from the
At
outset,
least he's
you know,
like
as a
really
player,
honest
it
about it.
sound like incredibly like jarring and shitty.
the way you're explaining it, though, like that's why I'm asking you questions because I can instantly assume that you're a person. But now that I see the way you spoke to me, and you know, you obviously have some feelings about it that you've thought to yourself over time. So, like, I just want to
I appreciate
that. But and I think that the way we handled it is kind of a good way to be communicate with others and understand issues.
Like I appreciate the way you ask the questions and stuff like that.
Thank you.
I have been abused.
Agree or disagree? That's like such a broad statement. I mean,
I've been, I've been going through it. You go through it.
There's abuse is such a broad term.
Abused is such a, again, like can mean so many things. So
Yeah.
I've been abused emotionally in a relationship, but not physically or sexually, but definitely emotionally. And then I've been abused as like an employee to an employer. Again, not sexually or physically, but just abused their power over me.
As I talked about, I got harassed by
that big time happens in the workplace, sadly.
And working through it, it's always a process. I don't know.
My family, we've endured emotional, physical abuse from my father, and I'm sure a lot of people can, you know, attest and say the same things. And he lives in a whole other country now, so I don't really talk to him. And I need that guidance. You know, when I'm going from 14 to 18 years old, that's like a really influential time. So it's really hard to have to deal with that on your own. The worst part was when I told him about some of the issues I had because I didn't have him because of the way he, you know, hurt me. He kind of just said, "Yo, that's your fault. Like, you can't blame me for that and put it on me." I think this kind of ties into, I want to bring it in how sometimes I feel like as a white man, I can't really talk about my problems because you're always been taught to suck it up. And I'm sure all of us have been told that multiple times in your life. Suck it up.
It does happen, yeah.
Buttercup, I heard over here one. So yeah, for you, right? I remember with your boss telling you that, you know, that wasn't valid and that's not fair.
I don't think just because you're a man or white, you can't be abused. I was told that growing up.
I think abuse kind of requires a power dynamic, and like even like all of us, we're white men. There's always somebody above us. There's a richer, whiter man, I guess. So like, what is exactly the top? Because there's always somebody I think above us to abuse us, and that's just not really talked about.
Really quickly, I just want to do one thing. There's going to be no talking. It's the last question I have, and you cannot elaborate on your opinion either way. Is the era of white men is over?
Really wanted to elaborate on that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We can't elaborate. You heard it, chat. You can't elaborate. But it's not over. The rules don't apply to me. The era of white men's not over. You can't systemically disenfranchise people like that over an era. You know what I mean? Like, you're not losing the power you have if the power you have was attained in the system you portrayed, and now you're allowing others into that system, which we're really not. We're still struggling with this back and forth. but you're not disenfranchising white people. You're just enfranchising other groups to get the same thing. That's not the era of the white man. That's the era of the white man and, you know what I mean? Can you please switch the red light to disagree? All right. That was a good one. Who censored more? Liberals versus conservatives? Flat earthers versus scientists? Well, who's not British? Who doesn't have autism? That one seems rough. Conservative parents versus liberal teachers. Oh boy.
Bro, why'd they make this like Hans Zimmer?
Hey Hassan, we know you're going to react to this video, so we want to invite you to be in an episode of.
I'm not Hassan. Not yet. I'm going to be bigger than Hassan. Not shoulders and muscles. But funny.
Natural thing, and people should understand the political views. I think where we need to differentiate it is whether a teacher should have a political agenda in a classroom.
But is your idea of a political agenda like these teachers telling students this is who you should vote for? If you vote for these people, it's wrong.
Yes,
if you vote
or
for these people, it's
ridiculing
right.
the beliefs that they may have for political or religious reasons, and using their position of authority to mold the minds of everyone else.
When it comes to diversity or these new sort of terms, I am not for certain
Did I skip too far? I'm sorry. There we go. Teachers have their own political agendas. I have met teachers that had political agendas, but funnily enough, the teachers that had political agendas in my school were conservatives. They were not conservative teachers. I was a little more politically aware of things, but like in certain like history classes, when you'd engage in like debates, they would have like oddly conservative critical talking points to like the opposition of the arguments that they would take personally. And sure, it was like to challenge the rhetoric, but like when you're a teacher and you got like surface level students engaging in this conversation and you pose talking points, it's not so much like, oh, here's the thing you need to think around, because they didn't ever offer a counter argument to the argument they put forth to like boost critical thinking. They were just like, okay, you guys have those ideas, but what about this? It's a good question, huh? So yeah, I mean, teachers do have political agendas. I agree.
Schools will have political agendas. It's a natural thing, and people should understand the political views. I think where we need to differentiate it is whether a teacher should have a political agenda in a classroom.
But is your idea of a political agenda like these teachers telling students this is who you should vote for? If you vote for these people, it's wrong.
Yes,
if you vote
or
for these people, it's
ridiculing
right.
the beliefs that they may have for political or religious reasons, and using their position of authority to mold the minds of everyone else.
When it comes to diversity or these new sort of terms, I am not for certain types of what so-called diversity when it comes to these new kind of topics. And
Could you expand upon that?
Yeah, please do.
like critical race theory or some of the gender ideologies. It's not diverse if you're the teacher, the person of authority in the classroom, and you are saying this is how something should be.
Yeah, so I come
Wow.
from an elementary perspective. I'm a
Wow,
first grade teacher.
we're starting
so
off
the
like
conversations we're having in class isn't about the
really
socioeconomic
silly.
future of the world, but you know, we do talk about just what it looks like for different people in different communities. So when I
Yeah.
talk about a political agenda, the agenda that I have in the classroom is to create an environment where folks are able to, you know, better understand from wherever someone's coming from.
The problem
The
with
last
that,
thing you
and I
want is to
understand
promote
the
xenophobia in your own
sentiment. As a
classroom.
teacher, if a child is sitting there and they happen to be black, and you're saying, well, black people, such and such and such. I mean, you're really, that's
Yeah,
not
I do
okay.
have to stop you there because
That's not
what
what's
it said.
said,
It's
yeah.
not said black people do this.
Well,
it's not said Mexicans do this. Again, it's trying
It's an
to
example, but it's
understand
not
from
an
multiple
example.
perspectives. That's not saying that every group aligns on the same thought. That's not saying every group is a monolith. What it's saying is, even if you disagree with somebody or you come from a different tradition or a different cultural background, those people's opinions can still be valid.
Mason is incredibly based.
I'm gonna be honest, as a teacher, especially after COVID and all of that, I don't have time for a political agenda. I'm here trying to catch up with curriculum, pick up my readers that are, 2-3 grade levels behind. I do not have time for that. I teach social emotional skills and all of that, but I'm not here to kind of, you need to believe this, and that. No. If you're a good person, we're good. We're gravy. All good. You know what I mean?
But your definition, and sometimes this can happen and it becomes political, is what is your definition of a good person? Would you think that I'm a good person because I'm raising my kids to be with Judeo-Christian values and they live in a heteronormative home where we talk about how divorce is wrong, cheating is wrong. We have friends of the LGBT community, but we teach our children that from a biblical perspective, that's not okay. Your definition of whether or not they are good could be very different than my definition of whether or not they are good.
To kind of clarify, in my classroom, if they're kind and they're not bashing anybody, judging anybody, kind of.
Yeah, as long as they're not like in class standing up and saying, the Bible says if you're gay, you're going to hell. So face the eternal fire pits of Dante, you heathen. Like, you would have to calm the classroom down. You'd have to sit that kid. Hey, that's not your place to judge. Keep your thoughts to yourself. That's okay. Like, the way they live their life is perfectly fine. You have no control over that. Now, let's get back to reading Dr. Seuss.
Throwing out names, anything like that.
You're an abomination, Jeremy!
Topics like that don't come up in class. And I do open it up to discussion. I just keep it clear that this is a safe space. We don't judge each other. We're not going to bash each other. I understand you have your own experiences, but we're not going to come in with an agenda, you can say. And I feel like this idea of parents and their teachers of their political biases and all of this is just all of this fear that is clouding their judgment, clouding.
Except we have numerous, not just.
We have experiences.
Yeah, my own child, first week of school, what pronouns you wanted to go by? I mean,
just say your pronouns and get over it.
How can I help you succeed academically?
Who's to say that wasn't a part of the questions too, And I understand that question could stand out.
So maybe you don't understand that you're teaching politics.
But that's not politics. That's just like basic respect.
I think that's beautiful.
But it's not true.
That's beautiful.
Not to me.
So I think you need your idea that that's basic respect. What is the framework of that? Because I think that many teachers are going through these trainings, and the trainings are saying this is the framework of how we operate in the classroom. But where did that idea come from?
Because it's based off. It's called a thing. It's called a thing called data.
Did you
so
do that?
No, hold on. A lot of schools have research and development, and so the state also does. So in the state of California, we do research. So at the end of the day, my job is not just to make your kid feel comfortable. I got 55 students. I got to make 55 students feel comfortable. And so when your kid comes home and tells you, well, Mom, the teacher said, what's my pronouns? Yeah, I did say what's your pronoun. I also said, what's your favorite TV show? What's your favorite food? I am a college professor now. I was previously a third, fourth.
Literally, just say your pronouns. It's like quite literally up to you. What are your pronouns? He, him. Okay. What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite show? What's your favorite subject? He likes Nickelodeon SpongeBob. He likes math. And then you go to the other kids. This is like the thing. It's like by not setting up the classroom to be only inclusive to my children, you're not in making the classroom all like encompassing of ideologies. But like that's compromise. Like you're compromising. You're allowed to think the way you think. But like, what are your pronouns is an objective question.
Teaching 3rd and 4th grade was horrible. Dealing with parents who thought their child was special and should be treated a certain way. It just wasn't doable. The constant complaining, the accusing people of doing things that are not going on in our classes, not being enough for their child, it was just too much. When parents don't have the knowledge of what goes on inside of a school, I think it's important for those parents to go to the school, and we as educators like our parents to be involved. You know, again, I have too many students to push an agenda. I do my job, what they pay me to do.
Discussion about sexuality doesn't belong in schools.
That all that question says is you can't talk about gay people. Because watch, when they start talking about it, it's not going to be like boyfriends and girlfriends. Because you know about that stuff in school, high school. People would be like, that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend. All you guys need to break up, your relations with each other while you're in the classroom. Like, these things are going to come up. And to just say like, oh, we can't talk about it. Like, that's so fucking stupid. That's so like illogical and away from like the social framework that schools are supposed to employ on kids. How many times in school did you realize that the work was there, but like the social life was another important aspect, and not socializing kids is like fucking them up in the future? There's literally a mental disorder called antisocial personality disorder that affects people's ability to operate and sympathize with others. These people right here who say this shouldn't be a discussion are cultivating that.
I had a sex ed class when I was in 3rd grade, and it was quite simple. Boys go in this room, girls go in this room. They play a little video on a black and white TV. You know, you see the genitalia, and you're like, oh God, I got one of those. Cool, now we're figuring out what I am. The fear is these schools have no boundaries. If they do the classroom thing where they want to split kids up, how many genders are we going to do this? We're going to put boys, them, and
Just
girls,
slap them all in the same classroom.
For equality, or are we really chasing equity? And I think parents now are beginning to realize we've got to stop this and create framework.
Just slap them all in the same classroom.
Especially in a hyper-sexualized culture. My kids don't need to know at 6, 7, and 8 years old about different types of sexual acts. That's not appropriate.
That's not what they do.
This is just kind of happening. It's a one-off. It is in so many schools. Where I live in Florida, there was a poster going around where kids could text anonymous strangers to get information about sex. And on this poster,
because people like you don't teach it.
I mean, it's beyond, and there is a push for pleasure-based sex. Pleasure for who?
My oldest is 9 years old. She's in 3rd grade.
Both
She's been
of
exposed to
you
things, and we do have conversations about it.
involved
That's a conversation that I should be having
in
with my
having
daughter.
sex.
If a 6th grader or a 4th grader is going to be prompted by a teacher, hey, what are your pronouns? As a parent, I should have a heads up about that, because they're not even going to understand the question. And so I think
Are you
that
fucking
those
serious?
conversations are started in the classroom.
Pronouns are part of I got taught pronouns in 1st fucking grade. They are fucking substitutions for gendered nouns, such as people. So when people ask for your pronouns, they are just looking for the substitute to align with your gender identity. They're addressing you in the 3rd person. Holy fucking shit. You need to go back to school.
Instead of in the home is a big problem.
I have a family member who first day of 6th grade was asked for her pronouns, and she stood up and said that as a person of faith, she believed that God didn't make a mistake making her a girl, and so therefore she identified as a she, her, and she was sent to the principal's office. And
Do you not see why? Do you not see why she would be sent to the principal's office for that? This is what I mean. This is fucking brain rot right here. I wasn't made a mistake. God didn't make a mistake making me a girl. Unlike you, transgender Timmy. You don't have a pussy. You're not a she, her. Fuck you, bitch. No wonder you got sent to the fucking principal's office.
I would too. And it wasn't like she got sent to the principal's office for a goddamn paddling. Probably something you got in your goddamn day. And then you left praying and saying, thank you, Jesus, for all of the paddles that were bestowed on me. I understand I needed to endure that suffering to be taught a lesson. Jesus Christ, she is a goblin.
Thankfully, we haven't seen that broadly yet, but I think it's really damaging to take a shy, innocent 11-year-old.
She obviously isn't shy. No. Don't paint that bullshit. She's not shy. She stood up and said, nobody made a mistake. I am a she, her.
And make them stand in front of a classroom and determine something that they maybe haven't even put that much thought into.
I like what you said, Sean, about how you were emphasizing, how a lot of parents today felt a goodness of the way that sexual education was conducted in the past. So there is an agreement that sexuality should be talked about in schools. The disagreement is whether it should just be purely heteronormative or if we should include all aspects of sexuality. I don't think that we're doing demonstrations to encourage children how to have sex, but this is something that we are trying to, again, educate and make them aware that this kind of things happen. And while you grow up, you're going to have to experience somebody who's of this orientation.
Kids are naturally curious, and I think that what I'm hearing from you is I understand where you're maybe potentially coming from, but then where's the line between that sex education and introducing them to porn? Because porn can be educational.
Oh my God.
When I got married, and for years I was made fun of and heard, well, how are you going to know if you don't try it? We hear that a lot too. If you haven't tried to kiss a girl to see if you like it or not, then how do you really know that you're not a lesbian? How do you really know that you're not gay if you've never slept with a guy? How do you really know that you want to be in a monogamous relationship?
I know I'm not gay because when I look at men, I don't have specifically romantic or sexual thoughts attached to their presence.
To be making those types of decisions that have lifelong impact.
Well, you're right, and a lot of them are learning at home because just like you guys are saying, they come home to tell you things. Well, guess what? Those same kids come to school and talk about what you're telling them at home. You'll be surprised what I hear from students when I do a "What do you think?" Well, let me tell you what my mama and daddy did. And look, I don't have time. Your kid is not that important to me. Not to be rude, I got like 300 students. Your kid is no more important than the other 299. So I don't have time to sit up here and let me get you to think like me. I can't get my own 23-year-old to think like me. At the end of the day, what needs to happen, and
I like him.
my own personal take, parents need to
He
start
said, your
thinking
kid's
that
not
a lot of
fucking
times
special.
The teachers are the parents. They're parenting your kids because absentee parenting.
I think that this conversation is really interesting, and I think we need to step back and look at why we automatically assume that if we're telling our children about lesbians, gay people, queer people, why do we immediately equivocate that to telling them about what sex is? That can just be something as simple as, here is a book. In this book, there are two dads. This book character has two dads. And kids, they can be inquisitive, and that's good, right? But also, they're gonna be like, cool, there's two dads.
All these kids know that there's a dad and a dad and a mom and a mom, and the culture is teaching all of that. So what we've noticed is that the curriculum in 8th grade and up is a lot deeper than that. It's more like, here is how you can have sex so you do not get pregnant.
Yeah.
Illustration of anal sex. That is the stuff that we are now reacting against. And that sadly,
You don't like it, don't do it.
that's being broken between teachers and parents.
Yeah, and I think we're moving into a conversation about
You think
sex ed.
let's not act like the Judeo-Christian girls don't know anything about anal sex when the stereotype is I'm still a virgin even if you put it in my butt. Maybe if you got a book on how to do that safely, you could be a clean and healthy virgin and still redeemable in the eyes of God.
What I am talking about is when I go into this classroom and I'm teaching kids, I'm not going to just teach kids material that is heteronormative.
Out of curiosity, it sounds like what you're saying is you want to be able to introduce all ways of life. Like these are the people that you will encounter with throughout life.
That is what I'm arguing, yes.
So would it be okay to include a book with a man having a relationship with a 12-year-old in that book? I know it's extreme.
No.
Hold on, but just hear me out.
Because now you're equivocating gay people to pedophiles.
No, I'm not.
And no, that's not who I am.
No. You're drawing a line that I'm not drawing.
And you're definitely crossing the line.
I agree. I agree. And this is why I'm bringing it up.
He ran off the fact he's saying always alive.
But what
Period.
the law is
But the law that's been signed in some
No,
states.
I'm sorry. No, there's laws against between adults having sex with children. Now, if a student had two parents who happened to be of the same sex, I'm not going to sit there and discount who they are in my class. I cannot do that. I signed a contract.
I would never ask anybody to uplift or suppress any child.
Yes,
I
you
want
are.
there to be equality in the class.
No, no, no. You literally just said you don't want representation of LGBTQ people.
Where this is being taught in classrooms. I pulled my children out of public school because there are
Of course
so
you
many
did.
instances of this happening. I am a parent. I'm looking in the book bag every day. I'm checking in with homework. I am talking to the teachers and
I checked the homework, and the homework was an illustration of how to eat an asshole. I said, man, how do you get your ass ate? What the fuck?
for young children.
We have a belief system at home, and the children want to break the boundaries of that belief system naturally because we're human beings. That's just what we do. And we're trying to confine them to a set of beliefs to say, this is what is right in our home. And we're seeing the schools get funding from Planned Parenthood.
These people are literally looking at him like, dog, you're out of your league, bro.
High schools here in California. And it's gradual, right? It starts with, this is a book that has two dads. This is a book with two moms. And it's just a gradual curiosity that could leverage and break away that child from the root in the home. My education growing up was fully public education.
Jesus Christ. How dare you break my indoctrination?
I'm so passionate about the education.
You're breaking up my indoctrination process.
How do we fix it? Many of these progressive ideas in fixing it is just more empathy, sympathy, safety. But in reality, I see the public school system isn't actually accomplishing the goal of what education is, which is teaching critical thinking, how to understand, how to ask good questions, and then comprehend how to problem solve.
These are social issues.
There was a high school down the street from where I live in Los Angeles that encouraged all the kids of color to apply for their school play. And only once all the kids of color received whatever positions they wanted, then the white kids could apply. That, in my opinion, is an example of discrimination. The fact that we now have Harvard has black-only kids' dorms, that to me is segregation.
With affirmative action, we've seen with Harvard lawsuits and other things how it's backfiring and it's picking and choosing of which minorities can and cannot have success. It was done to try to create or make up for the wrongs of our past, but I think it's really
Listen,
backfired.
all right, hold up. There's a nuance in this. I don't care for the concept of black-only spaces. That I agree. I think it can be seen as segregation. However, affirmative action, while you do have to discriminate on racial tendencies, if you have the money to go to a school, which are typically enfranchised white people, then doing this for loans or applications in plays and public performances and appearances isn't really discrimination. Like, you're not... No, that's not how that works. I'm sorry. Oh my god. That's like changing up the fraction from being 3/4 and 1/4 this part to 1/4 and 3/4 the other part. Is it discrimination if you're committing an act of fairness? How does that logically equivocate?
Yeah, it's really, excluding those excelling students in other races to fix the problem.
When they say other races, they mean white.
I think the past, there were a lot of minorities that
One.
were excelling and doing really well.
Despite the foot of
Exactly.
the government, and like
Yes.
kudos to them.
Yes.
Incredible, strong human beings.
Yeah, like
And
one.
we should have
Great.
that discrimination in any way anymore, but unfortunately, it has become a discrimination against other groups.
Yeah, it's
You mean whites. Stop saying other groups.
taking a group of people and judging them on their race and setting them aside, giving them a special treatment.
Look at her back there. Did you see her back there covering her face? Look at her. She's like, oh, I'm going to slap these bitches up. She's so ready.
Because of their race. That is racism. So we're supposed
It's
to
not
believe that someone
racism.
like, Barack Obama's children are like struggling because they're black? Like, that's ridiculous. So I pulled my oldest daughter out a public school in Florida.
Do you guys remember when Barack Obama got elected and like all of the states in the Bible Belt were like doing faux hangings and the Ku Klux Klan activity got like abhorrently large?
And that is completely
And then the president we elected after Barack Obama was like one of the most insane, racist, fascistic white men. to grace
The other
this
kid
earth.
could walk into the building and get the education they needed, but
It's
somehow
almost like they consolidated their hatred.
Black children, and I found that to be just disgusting.
I stopped listening to this girl. I'm protecting my neurons.
Have any type of idea coming from authority figures who believed in such things like that.
First of all, I would like to say that affirmative action programs, the biggest beneficiary according to the data, and this has been government data, has been white women first and foremost. Second of all, I would never use Barack Obama's kids as a barometer for anything because they do have privilege as well as Will Smith kids. But if we talk about Laquan Smith down the street that nobody knows, there will be some impediments based on his race.
Look at her. She's gonna say that he's a victim. That you're doing the discrimination of low expectations.
Structural, it does something totally different. And when the black wealth gap is 100 years behind the white wealth gap in America, it'll take 100 years to catch up.
Why do you think that's because of racism, though? You take.
Are you
one
fucking
thing and say
stupid?
that is the cause for every person of color.
The data
that
bears out.
What data? What data is saying that black people are behind? Because there are many black people that aren't behind, that are doing much better than other people.
No, you're absolutely right, and there are outliers in every single community. There are very strong, members of the black community that are very affluent. There are also a majority that live in poverty. And if we see a bunch of cities that are majority person of color, and we're trying to recognize why have these places stayed at a very stable poverty line. But there are systemic reasons to why these communities are like that. How would you say that?
I would say probably because of policies that are in those cities.
Racist policies.
That's systemic.
When would you say that Watts and Compton became the way that it is? Was it like that in the 40s and 50s?
No, it's a growth
No,
because
I'm
of the
asking
policies,
you,
from
when-
redlining policies that were enabled.
In California?
Yeah, absolutely. California put in racist policies. I would never deny that.
All of these supposed solutions.
What
are
kind of
actually
fake
dirty.
gotchas?
Wouldn't a better solution be to teach our kids that we're all born in the image of God?
No.
We should all
No.
love one another
No.
And if you're
No.
you don't believe in God, then we're all equal, right? If you come from a poor neighborhood, whether you're black or Hispanic or an immigrant from anywhere, obviously you don't have the same privileges that somebody who comes from a wealthy community, but that has nothing to do with your color. I don't
Yes,
think
it
that if you're an
does.
impoverished black kid or you're an impoverished white kid, one should receive a resource and the other shouldn't.
Would you say that it's economic then is the reason that causes these disparities?
Economic, but I don't think it's
But-
related to color.
But would you say if there's a majority of a particular group that lies underneath the poverty line in economic, that race has anything to do with that?
It
is what you're saying?
could, but it's just not blanket. You don't know. And why don't we look at the
Oh
families,
my
the black
God.
families who have done those amazing things in this country and study what they did to succeed instead of just focusing on, oh, well, black people are behind and we don't even know what to do. Well, why don't we just go and look? Since you are a professor, wouldn't that be, you go and look at what has worked?
Well, I would never just go to you and just look at you. And I'm sorry, it's just the reality of the data. And so what I share...
Data can be broken up in umpteen different ways.
No, it couldn't.
Yes,
No, it couldn't.
You're a professor and you're saying that data cannot be manipulated?
She had two non sequitur ideas. She said, "You're the professor. You should be able to look at data and understand and extrapolate upon it." And then he said, "No, you can't do that with data." And she said, "You're going to tell me, as the smarter person in this exchange, that that's not how it works? You're wrong." Oh my God. No. Continue.
This is why my kids do not go to public school anymore.
And I'm glad they don't.
And I'm glad they don't. Yeah.
Last year, the school that I taught at,
I hate her.
I serve majority black and brown students. Over 70% of our families under the poverty line. These are some of the hardest working people I have ever seen in my life. They get up, they have 2 or 3 jobs, 3 or 4 children.
I would argue
because of their economic status, right?
Because of liberal policies that is the government telling them that they can and cannot succeed, because of how high our property taxes are here, because we do not have school choice where they can take their dollars somewhere
No.
else. If you put those same
No.
families in redder districts in the country, like
No.
places in Florida and Texas or Virginia, where they have better options for their family, you would
No.
be able
And
to
where
succeed at
black
different
and brown children are still underperforming in schools.
But coming from Florida,
Get fucked.
the school that I was at, it's graded from like A to like D, F. When I started there, it was a C school. Very poor performing. And technically, sure, they have school choice. They don't have state tests anymore. but they're still so badly performing. The community of it, black, brown, very little white students in that community. But not to say that student of color can't be more affluent, but I think it's ridiculous to kind of say that color doesn't play a part into disparities and
They act like Jim Crow laws weren't around just like
Florida,
60 years ago.
a lot of people that I had encountered weren't kind to
The
others,
disparity
and
between the
sometimes I would have
this is
coworkers
ridiculous.
call students retarded and using racist slurs and things like that. And from
Yeah.
my standpoint, hearing something like that, it disgusted me. My coworkers very quickly were able to kind of distinguish me from the rest. Like, if I was gonna come to the teacher's lounge, more hushed conversation, people wouldn't share as much as they used to just because I would call out behavior like that.
Good for you. Good. Before we answer this retarded question on if our below or barely above the poverty line teachers in the United States should also double as security guards for all of the students they're not allowed to teach all-encompassing policies to. Let's really talk about the fact that the disparity between minority groups and white people, like he said, 100-year disparity. 100 years ago, that can be like three to five generations. If you're looking at 3 to 5 generations of people having children, working jobs, getting discriminated against, being demoralized, and participating in a society where a lot of the majority of the accumulated wealth is above the class that you were born into, mostly an immigrant or someone who was enslaved and lit free but denied so many opportunities, black people didn't get to benefit from the GI Bill. They didn't get college. They didn't get houses. The GI Bill came around, what was it, post-World War II? That's not even 100 years ago. No house, paid by the government. No higher education, paid by the government. You got to go fight a war and get paid pennies in a spit cup for a fucking wage to come back and be discriminated against after you protected the country that's supposed to be the land of the free. This is ridiculous to say, and to act like this disparity has been made up in their lifetime is even more fucking retarded. Literally, there was civil rights movements that were in the 60s. When Martin Luther King died, he was not a popular man. Those people who hated Martin Luther King are still alive today. Why would you hate Martin Luther King? Huh? Oh, because he wanted equality. He wanted to disenfranchise the systematic racism that oppressed people of color in our country. To say this still doesn't exist is absolutely fucking retarded. Why are you guys just a hive mind? Okay, Sean, good for you.
So I was really in between. I didn't really
There we
know
go.
how I felt about this issue at first. But then I started looking at places that had armed their teachers. So I believe that model is good. It has to be voluntary.
Yes.
So the teachers have to want to do it themselves. They have to be well trained.
Yes.
They have to have background checks periodically. That has been
What about
successful.
more
If we're trusting
money?
teachers, which in some cases we do, in some cases we don't. But if my
What
mindset
about
is that if we're gonna
more
trust teachers to mold our
money?
children's minds and educate them, they're there for
They're
8
doubling
hours
as a
day.
security
We should
guard.
Also trust and kind of enable them to protect themselves and our kids physically.
I think by no means should we ever force a teacher to carry a gun, but if a teacher is willing to take on the responsibility of learning how to handle a weapon properly, I think that we should allow them to do that for us, and it frankly would be an incredible service to us.
No. Teachers are not police officers. The US is a fever dream. I 100% fucking agree. That is ridiculous.
And if you want to save a school, you need to get parental engagement. Let's look at the mindset of the individuals that are going into these homes with firearms. Those individuals are not mentally okay. There's something wrong happening, whether it's at school, in the house, whether it's, who knows, maybe it's something.
Doesn't that just put a fucking target on the teacher?
Job to continue to engage to make sure that child is healthy. A lot of these kids, as well, that are going into schools that are not mentally healthy, they're coming from single-parent households.
No. Relax. They're coming from people
who do not accept them. They're coming from people who have abandoned them. They're coming from parents that are not mentally, physically, or emotionally, or economically, and you could put and in there. It doesn't even have to be or. It could be 1, 2, 3, or 4 parts of that to handle a child. There are so many reasons people can be unhealthy. The economic disparity, the wealth inequality, the social fucking environment that people live in. Maybe they're just gay. Maybe they got swooped up into neo-Nazis. Right-wing terrorism is the highest threat of terrorism in the United States right now. The kids who committed Columbine were undoubtedly right-wing terrorists. They idolized Hitler. Like, this is ridiculous. Don't put it down to single income households, children with grandparents, because how does that come about? How does that happen? It is not that they just left. It is not that they just gave up. There are things that push people into these circumstances. There's more than just one domino to 2 dominoes. It's a big fucking row of shit. This is ridiculous. And we're gonna act like the teachers are more mentally equipped to handle this shit. Like, no, not a single one of them even talked about paying the teachers more to enlist themselves to be a fucking militia to save children when a school shooter invades with their daddy's AR-15.
There's something intrinsically with their identity that's broken, and I think that whether you arm a school or you don't, it's not going to change it if you don't address the real issue.
I agree with you that people that are, perpetrating these crimes and these like mass casualties are messed up individuals. I would absolutely agree. Mass shootings are a uniquely American problem. So if we try to understand what's the root, why does America solely have that problem? I would say it's a gun culture problem. So if the idea is, should we try to remove aspects of gun culture that really pervade in our society?
Yes.
Should we do that, or should we just increase the amount of firearms we can have in every single space, just so that way we're properly ready for a gunfight whenever.
I want to
it comes
clarify
up.
gun culture. Are you saying that there's like the shoot 'em up, bang 'em up video games? Or are you saying
No, I wouldn't say it's video games. I'd say institutions like the NRA that heavily impose, you need to own not just firearms, but as many firearms as you can. I personally would not like to be armed. I do not want to take lethal action in the classroom, and I want to make it a safe and inclusive environment. Army teach.
Yeah, let's safe and inclusive environment. Meanwhile, he's pulling out the Beretta from his top drawer. Oh, someone threw rocks against the window. What if that's a mass shooting? Time to pull out a gun in front of children. This is ridiculous. They're going to say some bullshit like it's your God-given right to have a gun because when God was around, guns were around type shit. Whatever the fucking bullshit. Whatever bullshit they want to say. They want to dismantle the Constitution while simultaneously referencing it when it comes to retaining their rights. Even though there have been Republican Supreme Court justices that have said that you don't have an unalienable right to the Second Amendment. It can be infringed upon to a certain degree.
Teachers is a response measure to particular violence that goes on in our schools here in America. And personally, I think we should focus more towards solutions to prevent these occurrences from happening rather than just implementing responses implying that these actions will occur.
I'm just going to be honest with you. You don't want me to have a gun because I had to go back to therapy in the last few months. And so I agree with a lot of what you guys are saying, what your plan was. But I would also say mental health. We got to understand some of these school shootings are done because people have snapped.
People have natural biases and things like that, and people could act on those biases. Then they could be guns drawn and not a clear mind, As a parent, how would you feel knowing that you don't know which teachers have a gun and you've had bad experiences with prior teachers? What if that teacher that absolutely,
So
blown
my
up
answer to your question is I feel the same way about the guard in front of my kid's school. I don't really know the guard, but he's gone through training, and I presume that he knows what he's doing. And frankly, I feel the same way
He's
about
not
a police
in the
officer. I don't know if he's a police
classrooms.
officer, but they've gone through
He's
training and
on
they're
the
willing to take on
perimeter to
responsibility.
stop
And
it
so I would
before
apply the
they've
same logic.
engaged.
It's so interesting that you bring that up because it really really ties back to why I feel like we need to be careful about how much responsibility we're saddling teachers with teaching our kids values, right? On the one hand, the system is saying, trust our teachers, they know better than you parents. We should be able to teach them what they need to know about sexuality. On the other hand, you guys are admitting that many teachers are not really checked for mental issues. We don't really know what is happening in these classrooms.
I'm not
We
saying
don't know
that
about
teachers
what
are not
friction.
checked. We very frequently have like professional development days where we got self-care. So I wouldn't say many by any means. And when I'm coming into the workplace, I'm not bringing in all my baggage. As to say, you know, you go into your work, you're not like, oh, I'm so depressed, my kid's this,
So
that.
why, if there is a teacher who is willing to step forward and will go through the training and will go through the screening, why not empower them to save our kids? I mean, in Uvalde, if
Why
there was a
would
teacher
you
who could actually
leave
save those children, then maybe we would not have seen
a
so
gun
many
in the
deaths.
classroom?
Place teachers with a firearm in the classroom, it takes the instance of a violent occurrence from a possibility in the minds of these children to an inevitability
But
in
the
the minds of
children
these
don't
children.
know. It is a concealed and carry weapon that has gone through the process of the local sheriff's department, background check, training,
Yeah,
checkups,
no one knows
everything.
but the teacher
No one
and
knows.
the police department.
I have a logistical question.
Yeah.
Does this teacher have the gun on them?
Yes.
You wouldn't
It is
know.
holstered on them?
At all times.
It's a concealed carry.
It should never be in a place of a
Concealed
child.
carry. It's illegal
No,
to
I know what a
brandish.
concealed carry
I
is,
just want to
but
clarify.
my thing and why this question sort of enrages me. Why are we asking teachers to carry guns? When did this become an occupational hazard? When did we walk into school and people were like, by the way, you could be shot today, so maybe you want to have your Glock strapped on you because who knows? This might be your last day on earth. That is ridiculous. If you 50 years ago were to look at a
Go
teacher
off,
and be like,
queen.
hey,
Go
hold this gun
off,
with you,
queen.
You know, like you might need it. They're gonna scratch their heads and look at you funny. This is opening up a bigger conversation, right? But I think that even though it is voluntary, right, we still need to have this conversation. Like it still needs to happen of why, even if a teacher was willing to carry a gun to school, they are even having to be asked to do that in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. Sean, what the fuck?
Every day, I wake up and I hand to you guys the most precious thing in my entire life, my children. I think that it's important that our society will reflect how much we value you guys. I think that you should receive bonuses if you do a great job. If you're able to represent all of us as Americans, both conservatives and liberals, and you're able to speak on our behalf and take care of our children, we should reward you for that. And you
Yeah, they
feel
should.
rewarded for that. And so I don't know exactly
But
what
do
you
they?
think, but I think it is really important that we invest in you and we pour into you. And when I see the entire budget that the state of California, for example, spends on education, and I realize that a sliver fraction of it only goes to you guys, it breaks my heart and frankly makes me so angry. I don't need more bureaucrats. I need more good teachers.
I left the K through 12 and went to the community college, and I do pretty well. I'm going to be clear with that. But also I have a
So you're
master's.
not oppressed. Thank
So
God.
I have a master's, but I had to work
What
really
is
hard to
what?
get where I'm at.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
But I'm also in a doctoral program, and you're right. I'm paying out of pocket too. Again, I had a student the other day saying, "I can't pay my electric bill. How much is your electric bill? I'll pay your electric bill." And so I put up students in hotels because they have nowhere to live. I have a student who doesn't have a family. He told
Let
me the
him
other day,
speak.
I need a dad. I said, I'll be your father.
I
Because
know.
It just broke my heart that a 19-year-old is in this world alone.
She should,
doesn't have a
right?
family.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah, I would be scared to like calculate how much I spent in my classroom, right? Like all the materials, all the things that I'm purchasing, all the things that I'm doing. And it's just interesting to think that we are always told like teachers are heroes. They're teaching the
What's
youth
that
so much.
hashtag
But
mass
also, you're not gonna make
exodus?
enough money to survive comfortably. Like you're gonna struggle every day. There have been days when I go to work and I'm like, am I gonna have money to put gas in my car? I guess we're gonna find out, right? And I know so many other teachers who are struggling to keep afloat. I can't even imagine I can't even think about having a family as a teacher. I think that growing up, I was not the strongest student. I didn't necessarily see the point in what we were doing. And I think that ultimately that felt like it was because education was something that I had to get through.
Yeah,
Not necessarily
100%
something that I
agree.
was obtaining. But I
It
think
does
what
not
really
feel
pushed me
like a
to go into
privilege to
teaching
be
was
getting educated.
wanting
It
to
feels
get to
like
space
an
where they
oppressive
didn't
activity
feel the way I feel
that you have to
growing up,
endure.
where they felt like they had power to make choice in their education and that their education could be
Yeah.
powerful in aiding them to do what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not a teacher. I don't know how much you guys make. And I'm not going to use you as the example. I'm going to use a friend of mine. She's been at a school for a number of years. I want to say it's 6, 7, 8 years, and she's become tenured. And through her tenureship, she's accumulated so much wealth. I'm appalled at how much she's making because she teaches Spanish to 6th graders, and she's making over $150,000 a year.
Can I ask you a question? What kind of school does she work at?
Public school?
Interesting.
Yeah. And
I mean, how much experience goes on with that too?
It must, I'm assuming, because you've invested into your career, which I think everybody should. But for me, I look at it as you're making $150,000 in 9 months.
The prompt very clearly was, are teachers paid enough?
Yes.
And I mean, we're not. I've had to work second jobs doing DoorDash just because I wasn't making enough. If you look at these shoes, they are ripped, they are broken. From a teacher wish list, I could not even buy these shoes myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't make enough money.
So I wanted to clarify, this isn't an absolute. I'm not saying that every teacher is paid enough. I have no idea what your salary is. I have no idea any of those details. I'm just recognizing
Not enough. The average teacher salary is like below 40K.
Most of society isn't given 3 months to just
That's
go on
assuming
vacation.
they have 3 months. I'm an 11-month employee. For 1 whole month out of the year, I'm not paid anything. Nothing. I have to figure out my funds, save money that I don't have to try to supply for a month and a half. I don't get supplementary income. Like, that doesn't happen.
Critical theory came out of America. So, from what I know about CRT, I'm not a fucking expert. I didn't go to fucking law school or whatever. I'm not a sociologist yet. But critical theory is just a mode of analysis in higher education that talks about intersectionality and the application of intersectionality to the world we live in today. So I don't see how it could be anti-American when it's literally just critical thinking, which they said they want to promote, and intersectionality, which is a form of really high intellectual critical thinking, taking all the modes of which people function and finding where all of these groups and their statuses intersect to give them common goals and common positions in the world we live in, both societally and economically, and how they ended up there. So, like, critical race theory is not anti-American because it's not telling people to feel bad. It's not a guilt trip. It's not, CRT's not guilt white people. It is, how did the world we live in come about, and how do these people have common interests with the people around them? It's not anti-American. I'd argue it's pro-America. We're looking to make the place better.
My daughter, same teacher actually, who was asking about her pronouns, she said that she was going to be introducing some race-themed books. My daughter recorded this conversation in class. So what proceeded to happen is she started to talk to the children in their, I guess, identity groups. Oh, as an African-American child, how are you discriminated against? As an Asian child, she went through all of, except white people. It became total chaos in the classroom. There was no education going on here. They were just literally going at each other, talking about who was more oppressed. It's not a matter of if something was racist. It's
Pixar didn't happen.
When something was racist or how the racist thing happened. So they automatically assume, critical race theorists, that racism is embedded into every single thing. How do you
No, they don't.
Specifically a black child in the eye and tell them, I'm sorry for you because of your skin color. There's no hope for you in the greatest country literally for them, because black Americans are the most successful black people in the entire world.
Think of where that group status could go
all I have to add to that is that
if you remedy the systems of the ancestors.
Awful to make someone feel hopeless or pitied. You're damning them to a future of failure if
No.
you're telling them, oh, I pity you and I'm going to do these things for you, instead of coming alongside
This is
them
so
and supporting
nonsensical.
them, doing something.
They literally just were talking about how affluent black people came about despite the racism and pity for being said race. Do you guys understand the non sequiturs these people believe in? And it's in the same conversation. These aren't like separate videos watched in tandem. Like, these are separate conversations with separate talking points on separate topics, but they can't possibly hold these logical conclusions at the same time without contradicting each other.
This is ridiculous.
something for themselves that pulls them out of that hopelessness. And I think that those are two of the worst
No, it doesn't.
You know what I love about America? My mother immigrated from Morocco. She's a Jewish person. Everywhere around the world.
Don't tell him that.
Jew. In America, we're known as American. And I think there's something so powerful
By some people.
empowering any community to be American and to succeed based on your own.
You ever been on Kick?
Why we
You're
can't
the Jew.
And so when my family taught me since I was a little girl, I learned that I could. And that's why I think this country has empowered me so much. I want to see the same thing for kids of all colors in the United States. But if we're teaching them that there is no hope for them,
They have no idea what critical race theory is.
different way, then how are they going to hear the message of I can? My
They have
question for
no
the
idea.
teachers is, do they think that it's the right place for them to impose liberal ideas in classrooms?
No!
Students who come from
My
conservative
God.
families? And I find that many of the schools have
Cons
become
are just
battlegrounds
weird, dude.
for those kinds of ideas. And when teachers are bringing those issues to the classrooms, it's forcing families and conservative kids to have to address these issues, and we believe that they're simply too young to deal with those kinds of complex matters at that age.
Okay, so first of all, I think we need to define what critical race theory is. Critical race theory is a theory that Derek Bell and Kimberly Crenshaw and a bunch of former Harvard law students came up with, where they theorized that within certain American laws, racism is just embedded. And so I'm sorry for your experience, because you shouldn't have to go through that. Nobody should have to go through that. I don't tell my son you can't do anything. I have told my son you have to work twice as hard. I have to tell my son you're a black man in America. There's certain things you need to do to survive.
I mean, first, I think the idea that we are teaching children critical race theory in schools is ridiculous. As he pointed out, this is a high level, like university level framework. You are not going to walk into like Isabel's elementary school 5th grade classroom and see Isabel telling these people about the legal structures. In my opinion, how I define myself as an American, right? I define myself as someone who is proud of my country, someone who can look at the mistakes that my country has made in the past and the things that are keeping other people oppressed and recognize that these are still existing and that we need to work towards changing that. So I don't see how critical race theory could be anti-American, because that's how I define American. And I think it's very nuanced because people define American in many different ways,
I actually
right?
don't completely disagree with your definition of it. I think that maybe you think it's systemic and I think it's the individual. But I think that even in
White
nuanced
women
ways, like
speak.
the example that she
I'm
gave,
sorry.
I've
I'm sorry. I had
heard
to.
My nieces have been segregated in the classroom at 4th and 5th grade. And like, well, did this happen
No,
to
they
you? Do you have
didn't.
a two-parent home? Are your grandparents raising you? And like, there's this line of victimhood, and as a
No.
woman that has dealt with sexism, I do definitely teach my daughters, like, as a girl in this country, it is going to be a different experience than your father had. But I don't think it's beneficial at all to kind of institute that victimhood in their long-term mentality, because then you actually start to see kids that are like, oh, well, they're different than me, so therefore their life could be better or worse than mine. And instead of engaging with those people, they step away.
I don't believe that there's a victimhood to it. I think it's just kind of amplifying that, hey, this is the truth, this is what happens.
Yeah,
and
literally.
move forward with that.
There's no
Having that
victimhood.
knowledge to be able to kind of
This
navigate
system
through life
resulted in this thing,
than just,
and this system
oh, well,
is still
I'm
around
I'm
today.
the same as, my white counterpart. Oh, why is she able to do this? Why does she have this opportunity that I don't have?
But they are the same.
But she has that opportunity.
They are the same, is what we're saying.
I think what the difference is, we're stating normative statements, and you guys are claiming that we're presenting prescriptive claims. So the normative statement that we're presenting is, these events happen in American history. These are the outcomes that have led from those events. What you guys are saying is, we're then adding prescriptive statements, which is, that's why you should never really try, because you'll never make it in this country.
That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that if you negatively press a child with these thoughts, that will be the outcome.
No.
That's how human beings work. This is a psychological fact.
The quality of education is the government's job.
I believe it is the government's job. Look, our funding comes through government. I mean, our schools are government entities, so it is policy.
It's more profitable for the government to invest in its constituents to have a higher education because they become more economically productive. It just makes sense. You have educated people who can enter the workforce at all varying levels of degrees, and you don't have gaps in knowledge without specialized fields that give you the nuance. But bringing them up to that standard operating point and building upon it on their own specializations that they wish to pursue is just economically incentivized through the government, and it is an incentive for the government to do. It is like an infinite money machine. So yes, it is the government's job. I agree.
Government, everything's government. I mean,
it's more than just public education. Obviously, we shouldn't have dumb fuck students, but we also shouldn't let dumb fuck parents tell their students stupid fucking shit.
Of the government, because
or students, they're children at that point. If they're parents, my bad.
Yes, I completely agree. Government provides a certain quality to education. Obviously, they haven't provided those funds. They haven't provided those policies that are pro-teacher or anything like that. So it really shows in our education, in kids, and all around. We're just not at the quality that other countries are at.
I was going back and forth because what a government is, oftentimes is characterized as like this entity of like a group of people up there deciding what goes on. Where no, like government is just collective organization. Does the government have a role in education? Absolutely. I think that parents have to play a role as well, and not only being involved with what their kid is learning in school, but also reinforcing strong educational skills. And that doesn't happen unless there is parent involvement. I know the kids that are being worked on at home versus the kids that aren't. And it plays out in test scores, it plays out in their engagement in class, and it plays out in their behavior.
You have to remember that we're a representative government, that it's based on the people, right? And so these public school systems are waiting for the parents to come in and say, this curriculum is not what I want to teach my kids. We, the taxpayers, control the curriculum, but the problem is we haven't been engaged in that system.
The taxpayers shouldn't control the curriculum.
And pulled away from the education from our
Hot take, academics should be in control of the curriculum.
More involved in their school boards and what's going on in education, and unfortunately we don't have that.
You should be more involved in what's going on, but you shouldn't be worried about the curriculum.
Social programs and a lot of social investment, as well as corporate Democrats who want to cut a lot of social investment. Both of those, we see areas of corruption within our education system.
Well, and let's be clear on what we're talking about government is. So when we talk about on a local level, it is government. That's literally what government is. When your kid goes into the school, they're going into a government institution. So I think when we're not talking about parents not being involved. I want you involved. Heck, please be involved. So I think our issue, when we were talking about government, we weren't talking about excluding parents. We were talking about it is government's job to make this entity, which is public education, function. It has to. If government's not involved, you have no money.
So you guys teach in government schools, public schools. Essentially, you're teaching a diverse student body. You have conservatives, you have liberals. How can you better represent us, half of this country? It's sad.
You're not half.
Us to lose faith in you guys.
You're like 29% of the country.
Your schools and your classrooms.
And I think that when we talk about all these differences, how do we sort of represent both of these sides, right? How do we bring these people together? I think it's also really important to remember that historically this curriculum is one-sided in favor of conservative views, in favor of supporting white students, not students of color, right? And so I think that we really, as a country, need to take a look at our education system. I think we can all agree that there needs to be a lot of change in the system, right? And look at how we can build a system that represents, reflects, validates the experiences and identities of everybody.
Beautiful. That was good, girl.
Yeah, that was great.
Stay in drugs, don't do school, kids. Oh, yeah. Woo!
I am going to take an intermission. I'm going to use the restroom. I'm going to eat real fast, and then I'm going to hop back on for a Dark Souls stream so we can get back to the fun times. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Sleep well if you're someone